Standing this noisy way. Forward and back. Really give a good stretch forward. Circle the arms of the body. Nice big stretch it right up, around and down. Right up, around and down. Up and change direction. Good. Now leg stretch, left leg first. Right leg. Left leg. Right leg. Drop down, toes up. Change over left side, toes up. Back over to the right. Remember keeping the out of the knee back to the elbow. So you've got the 90-degree angle between the thighs of the feet together. Up and down. Nice and smooth. Feet in a line, rotate the knees. Rotate the other way. One way, the other way. Check that. Okay. Wrist exercises. I'll just tip the screen a little bit. Okay. So first one, kozo. Kozo is wrist twist. Which, knee, sun, feet, drop. Right hand. Hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Put the lock on as you come in. Good. Left hand, thumb facing down. Right hand on the back of the left hand. Pull into your center line. Low down, around belly button height. Elbows low. Shoulders relaxed. Got last one. Good twist. Right hand. Hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Good. Left hand palm away. Palm to palm, push off the left corner. Getting that lock so you come to the point where it won't go any further and give it a bit of a twist. Feet, drop. Good. Right hand. Hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Tips of the fingers out and down. Good movement. Feet, drop. Right hand. Hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Okay. Left hand, wrist up and down, hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Right hand, hitch, knee, sun, feet, drop. Okay, hand above your head, thumbs facing back, rattle the fingers forward and back. And shake the wrist. Okay, neck exercises. Over to your left shoulder, with your left ear. Hitch, knee, sun, right side. Hitch, knee, sun, looking left. Hitch, knee, sun, looking right. Hitch, knee, sun. Rotate the head slowly. Rotate the other way slowly. Looking up and down 3 times. Hitch, knee, sun. Head back to the center. Close your eyes. Gently shake your head. Good. Okay, 4 exercises. So from here, we just do the rolling back gently and stretching your spine. And remember, it's okay if your head's touch the ground. When you roll to the right side, look to the right. When you roll to the left side, look to the left. Okay, we'll do about a dozen of these. Put your hand nice and steady. Hitch. Reaching the toes in comfortably. Knee. And when you get over to the top bit, just where you come back, just stop for a split second, just give it a nice little stretch. 1, 2, 4. Nice stretch. Keep going. Really feel the pressure on your back and the different parts of your back as you do it, and just relax so that it really sort of acts as a bit of a massage. Okay, one more. Now reach forward and touch your toes if you can, or your shoes if you can't. Okay, just stretch. Knee, sun, feet, roll, feet, touch, feet, do. Okay, legs apart. Push the knees wider. Left hand on your left foot, right hand over the top. Itch, knee, 1, 2, 4. Right side. Left hand over the top, reaching over as much as you can. Itch, knee, 1, 2, 4. Right hand to your left foot. Itch, knee, 1, 2, 4. Left hand to your right foot. Itch, knee, 1, 2, 4. Push the knees wider. And set, lean forward. Itch, knee, 1, 2, 4. Rock, 2, touch, 2, 4. Legs in, knees up and down. Soles of the feet together, pulling close. Hands around the toes. Hands around the hand. Knees shaking up and down gently. Shoulders relaxed. Back straight. Okay, now try and get your head on your toes. Inch, knee, 1, 2, 4, 4, 2, touch, 2, 2. Legs out, shake. Left over right. Hold the big toe. Rotate the ankle. Rotate the other way. Rotate one way. Hold the foot, rotate the toes. Push them up and down. Put your hands above and below the toes and push them against each other side to side. Hand back, forward the foot on the toes. And chop the arch. And hold here and shake it. Change over. Right knee over your right hand. So right foot over your left knee. Get all my words in the wrong order. One way and the other way. And hold the foot, rotate the toes. Push the toes up and down. Put your hands above and below and push side to side. Bang ball the foot on the toes. Up the arch. Hold here, rotate the foot. Legs down. Okay, rotate the ankles. Nice big movement. Nice and smooth. And now point your toes away from you and point them towards you. Now wiggle your toes. Come onto your knees. Leaning back to the count of 5. Keep your hips pushed forward when you lean back. Okay. And look after yourself. Itch. Knee. 1, 2, 4. Okay, sit onto your heels. And knees wide, side forward with your hands. So you can get your forehead on the ground. Now push your feet out behind you. Put your hands to the side, push your body up. Relax your hips down. Now look over your shoulders to your right side and to your left side. And as you do that, looking at your feet, turn your hips a little bit as they naturally move. Okay, now look up in front of you. Okay, now slide your knees forward and lean back as far as you can. Yeah. Now roll over onto one side, get your feet out from underneath you, lying flat, legs straight, toes pointing up, heels together, hands under your head, elbows on the mat, and wriggle like a fish with your mat. Okay, yeah, mate. Hands out to the side, relax. Put your feet over each other, right foot over left. Now pull your feet apart, so you're getting tension through your legs, far up as your hips. Pull strongly. Keep pulling. Okay, left foot on top of right, pull. And change. Sole of the right foot against the side of the left knee. Push the foot against the knee and the knee against the foot. Push. And change. Sole of the left foot against the side of the right knee. And push. Okay, legs out. Legs slightly apart. Bring your feet in towards you. And gradually push your hips into the air. So you're arching from the balls of your feet to your shoulders. Arms out to give you balance. Drop your knees over to the right side. With the toes of your right foot turning in the direction of the knee. And look to the left side. So knees right, look left. Keep the hips pushed up and go over to the left. Look into the right. Turn the toes of the left foot in the direction of the left knee. Try and get the knee near the ground, the right actually touching. And go back over to the right. And now think about your shoulders. Try and keep your left shoulder as you go to the right. Keep your left shoulder on the ground. And come over to the left. And keep your right shoulder on the ground. So you get your loosening of your body. And come down. Again, legs slightly apart. And bring your heels in just a little bit and push your hips into the air. Arching from your heels to your shoulders. Remember a very low arch. Legs as straight as possible. Push up strongly with the hips. Keep pushing up. Push. And come down. Put the head on the mat. Look behind you. Relax the shoulders. Open the chest. Legs straight. Okay, now like that. Hands under the head. Elbows flat. Legs straight. Toes pointing up. And wriggle from side to side. With your mat. Okay, roll up onto your feet. And stretching. Left leg, right leg. Toes up. Toes up. Keep going. Down up. Single line rotate. Rotate the elbow. Check up. Good. So, first of all, on tsukuri. Got movements. Some of that is there. Okay, let's just check who's here. So, sorry, I'll unmute you. Sussex. Right. So I hope you're all unmuted now. So, Charles, can you take the first count?
Hi.
Okay, I can hear you. Great. Okay. Chris, can you take the second count, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, take the third count.
Yeah.
Aggie, take the fourth count.
Yeah.
Okay, and Boone, take the fifth count.
Okay.
Great. Okay. I'm not counting today. I'm just doing it. Change the angle there a little bit. So, Charles, do you kick off? Yeah.
そこを始め。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。
1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、7、8。1、2、3、4、5、6、 teach, touch. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ru, teach, touch.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruk, ich, touch. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruk, ich, touch. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ruk, ich, touch.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Good stuff. Okay, I'll do the Tegetana Doza. Bear with me 2 seconds, everyone. Okay, Tegetana Doza. I'll do it facing sideways. Let's change that angle just a tad. Yeah. Yeah, good. Okay. By the left hand. Good. Tegetana Doza, yoi, hajime. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. San, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. San, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Yon, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Yon, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Yo, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Yo, ni, san, chi, go, ro, chi, han. Yeah, mate. Good. Yeah, ready? Okay. Take a time around here. So edge of hand to edge of hand. Remember the contact point. I slide forward, you move back. When I slide back, you move forward. Keeping the right foot forward, fingers pointing up, elbow in, shoulder square, and sliding forward and back with the same foot forward. Edge a minute. Keep nice contact. Try and react quickly to my movement. So when I change back, moving back, try and move forward steady. And I'm going to try and get a few slight angles today. So if I move around, try and always be completely opposite to me if you can. I'm not sure if that's easy to work out on the screen. Okay, AMA, very. Okay, left hand forward, Onegaishimasu, same thing. Always keeping the left foot forward now. Don't cross the feet over. Sliding on the balls of the feet, keeping the fingers at eye level. Okay, yeah, great. Okay, next one, we're moving around doing take a time I said. When I lift my arm up, as though I'm going to attack you, push through and push me back. Okay, just a minute, go smart. Yeah, mate. Left hand forward, same thing. Same with applies with the kick. When I go to kick, quickly push me back so I can't kick. So whatever the attack is, you just do the same thing. Okay, yeah, mate. Great. Okay, next one is gachoke. So I'm planting to the side of the head with the left or right arm, and with the knee coming up with a token kick. What your job is to move in, keeping two arms, Tegetana shape ×2. Gachoke. Tips of fingers hopefully touching, arms stretched out, and sliding in. Okay, you ready? Come here. Nice and fast. Sliding in quickly with both feet. Nice quick reactions. Always going straight for the face with the hands when it's there. Good. Okay, yeah, mate. Great. Okay, next one is the one hand version. Okay, so now you still slide in and slide out with your hands changing either this way or that way. Okay, so it's a bit like this hand blade movement. Okay. Okay. Try not to have them coming in and out like that. Try to have them coming up in a curve. So you keep the shape in your arm. And you keep the shape in your arm. Okay. Intermediate eye attack. Good. Okay, here you have it. Great. Okay, good. Okay, what I want to do today is I want to do the, there's a sequence of kumitachi, which is a sword. And generally we've done it sort of just from one movement. What I want to do today is I want to see whether we can sort of actually do it sort of in the formal way that we would do it if we were demonstrating to someone. Okay, so you need your sword or your whatever you use, your implement. I'll use this one here. Okay. Right, so we're going to do okay roll. Okay roll is the receiver of the attack. So they're the person who attacks and then loses, basically. Okay, so uke means receiver. So when you're being thrown in Aikido, you're called uke. When you do the throwing or the attacking, you're called tori. Okay, so we're going to do the tori roll, but to start with, we're just going to look at uke roll, just so we know what we're reacting to. I'm just going to move. Actually, no, I'll be using him a little bit. If you come over here, so you can see him okay. We won't use him straight away. Right, so and I'm going to just move the angle of the screen so I don't have the problem with the central light thing. Okay. Yeah, right. So, right, okay. So, okay, roll. We bow, draw the sword, right foot forward. What we do is we step in 1, 2, 3. Okay, so go back again. So you slide off front foot, step forward with back foot, and as you come to right front foot forward, now you just quickly cut. So 1, 2, 3. So suddenly, you know, like you move up towards me, I move up towards you, then suddenly I go, oh yeah. So that's it. So 1, 2, and you cut into the head. Okay, what happens? That's basically what you do nearly every time. Okay, so that's your roll when you're doing the uke roll. Okay, now we're going to do the tori roll. So draw the sword. You got that fellow opposite you. What you do is you come 1, 2, and you cut through their cut. So you win the fight basically, because your power of your cut. As you cut down, you slightly deviate with the sword, slight angle, knocks their sword out of the way. Then you follow through and you strike the top of the head. Okay, so let's try this. So 1, 2, and also when you cut, you slightly reach out so you get up to their head. So you're not here, you've reached out a bit forward. So 1, 2, up to the top, up to the head. Okay. Right, what happens there? You've done your attack. You now drop your sword. You move back a little bit. Then you go back by 3 steps. Back foot first. Back foot, front foot, back foot. So you end up with your right foot forward. So let's go through the routine. So 1, 2, cut through. Okay. Settle down. So you've sword in front of your partner. Okay, now you step your back foot back just a little bit. Right foot back a little bit more. And then left foot back here. And you end up where you started. Okay. In the second movement, I'll face Juju here. Okay. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I'm cutting to his right temple. Okay, he cuts down a straight line. I cut. What happens in this is at the moment, at this point here, we're both facing straight at each other. When he cuts down, I avoid and cut. So my timing has to be really good to not get my shoulder chopped off on my left arm. Because he'll cut down quickly. If I don't move out quickly, he'll catch me here. Or he'll catch my leg following through. So I'm going to get my whole body out of the way. So we go 1, 2, 3. Okay, so try that. So right foot, left foot, right foot. Okay, now what we do is we square up to him, like just natural posture. We move back to our center line, then we go back. 1, 2, 3. So each time the routine at the end is the same. Let's do that one more time. So right foot, left foot, and avoiding up to the temple. Stretching out. Bring the back foot up a little bit so you're more upright, shorter posture. Move back to the center line, then move back by your back foot. 1, 2, 3. The next one is 1. That light is looking very lethal. Sorry about this. It's just sometimes you just think, oh, how is it? So on the next one, we go forward by the left foot first. 1, 2. We bring the sword up, then we cut left side. So if I do it facing towards you, I go off my back foot. So I go 1, 2. Then I go left front, cut the head. Okay, let's try that. So we're going by the left foot first. 1, 2, and move to the left side. Cut to the side of the head again. Stretch, my posture is really stretched out. Let's do that again before we worry about the last bit. So left foot, right foot above your head, and cut left corner. Now what you do is you bring your right leg forward to your left foot, bring your left foot back, square up. Now you go back to the center line, then you move back by your left foot. 1, 2, 3. So you end up where you started. So this is, when we do this kind of stuff, it's very formalized and very correct. There's only really one way of doing it. So when you do it in the end for a grading, say, this is high level, this is black belt, quite high level black belt stuff. 3rd level black belt. We start studying it when we're, color grades of different kinds, but we actually don't need to demonstrate it for knowledge until we're sort of quite senior. But so you're doing something which is pretty, up there. It's probably, that's how many years of Aikido? Minimum 10 years of Aikido before you have to demonstrate this. So the fact you're doing it after 2 months, 3 months is pretty damn cool. And there's a lot of stuff in it besides the cutting. There's all sorts of movement and intricacy and mind ideas, but it's great fun to do. And just sort of doing it just out of interest is great. So let's do that. Let's go back to the beginning now. So the first one, let me just demonstrate before you do it. So I'm going to go 1, 2, cutting through to the head. Then I drop down. Then I go back by the back foot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, second one, I go right foot again. 1, 2, strike to his left temple, moving to the right. I move to the right. Then I square up. Then I go back to the middle. Then I go back by the back foot. And then on the third one, I step forward by the back foot first. 1, 2, and I go to the left temple. Then I move my right foot up, my left foot back, square up, move back by my back foot. Okay, let's try those 3 together. So first one, by the right foot and then cutting down central to the head. 1, 2, cut. Settle. Back by the back foot. 1, 2, 3. So your right foot forward is forward. Now we're going to go forward by the right foot again, and we're going to cut to our, we're moving to our right side, cutting to his left temple. Let's go. Sun. Bring your back foot up so your posture's nice and upright. Move to the center line. Now move back by your back foot. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so your right foot is forward. Okay, next one. Okay, I'm just going to, hard to see it all, isn't it? The next one, I'll just move it back a bit more. Even. Then you can maybe see my feet on my head. Okay, so on the next one, okay, I'm going left foot, right foot above, then left foot. Cutting from the left. Let's do that again. So the third one. 1, 2, 3. Okay, done the cut, bring my right foot forward to my left foot, drop my left foot back, come upright, square up to him, move back by my back foot. 1, 2, 3. Fourth one is the one where we spear under the throat. So we go right foot, and as he lifts his sword up, we drive in. So if I'm doing it with you, I'll go 1, 2. As you lift your sword up, I'll come in under your throat. So you can't attack me because you've got this thing sticking in your neck. So you go, your sword, your arm is up like this. You're about to cut down. This suddenly appears, and so you're stuck up like this. Okay, so you can't cut down. So let's try that. So we're doing by the right foot. So 1, 2, spear into the throat. 3. Okay, what you do now, you bring your back leg up. Oh, sorry. No, first thing you do is you then you change the blade of your sword around so it's touching his wrist. So the arm is up like this. You've stopped him. Okay, arms up like this, stopped him. You've speared into the throat. His arms are up. So you just turn the blade around and you put it just against his wrist. So his wrist is up like this. You put it against this wrist. So he can't cut down because you've got a blade there. So what you do here, this person who's received the attack, they move back because they can't come forward. Okay. So let's try. We're going to do the opposite then. So we go 1, 2, spear. Bring the blade up to the wrist. Stand up. Go to center. Then move back. Okay. So let's try that again. So the spearing in. 1, 2, spear in, right foot forward. Blade upside down, remember. Now bring the blade around so it's against the wrist, which is above his head. Bring your back foot up towards your front foot so your posture's upright. Square up to him. Now move back. 1, 2, 3. So that's the fourth technique. The fifth technique is the do cut, where we bring it up and we clatter across the chest with this cut here. So bosh. Okay, so we'll just try we'll stop at that one today. Actually, no, we might do the next one. Yeah, we'll do the next one as well. So here with this one, we go 1, 2, we come up, then we. Sorry, I like that. He seems to be able to take it. So I can do it. So 1, 2, up, and down. Then you spin around, come back to center with him. Then you move back. Okay. So this when I do this one. We're both up and then as you go to cut, I drop under the cut and go to the side, get underneath it, and I hit the body like that, and you're traveling that side. So if I do it the same direction as you, we go 1, 2, up, and then back. Go up and then to the right. Okay, and my hands on the sword, they go. I'm up here and I do that. I open my left hand, the bottom hand, so it's in the V of my index finger and my thumb. And I'm holding firmly with my right hand, this hand. I'm releasing a bit with the left hand, so I can do that, because otherwise I have to hold it. So I need to release with my fingers. And then I move through. So you sort of hit against the chest at an angle, then travel through with your right foot forward. So it cuts them open. And if they've got a dough on, which is the armor, it cuts through the armor. Okay. That's the idea. It's sort of like a slice movement. Right. Okay, so let's go back to the beginning. First one. So 1, 2, cut the head. Center up. Move back by your back foot. 1, 2, 3. Second one, we go to cut center, but we drop to the right, to his right side. Sorry, our right side, coming to his head. So 1, 2, cut. Bring your back foot up so you're squared up. Move back to center. Move back. 1, 2, 3. Third one, we move off the back foot first, and then we cut from our left side. 1, 2, 3. Right foot comes forward, left foot goes back. Square up, move to center, and move back by the back foot. Okay. Fourth one, we spear under the throat. Right foot moving forward first. Knee under the throat. Control the wrist by putting the sword against the wrist. He squares up, moves back. You move back to the center, then you move back 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So again, your right foot forward. The fifth one is the one where you clatter against the chest. So right foot moving first. 1, 2, 3. Spin around. So your right foot forward. You move. Not in a dojo, you've got enough room to do all this with distance. Obviously here, everything's a bit tight. Now moving back by the left foot. 1, 2, 3. Okay. The next one, okay, is one where you walk up to your partner. At the last minute, you show them a bit of wrist. So when I show you a bit of wrist, you try and slice it. So if I'm going in your role, you see the wrist coming, and you just go, oh, I have that. So you sort of try and, basically I've got a glove on. It's my armour, and your blade doesn't come down on it like this. It slices it, the idea being cut through the glove, cut my thumb so I can't hold my sword. Okay, so we come up, and when the person there taking Tori roll opens that, you just go, I'll have you. Okay, so you slice it. But so we're now doing the defender roll. So I go 1, 2, I show my wrist, dropping it slightly to the left side. As okay goes to cut my wrist, I move to my left foot moves to my left corner. My blade goes slightly right to knock his blade, then I cut down. So I'm going, I show the wrist. As you go to cut the wrist, I move to my left, knock the blade aside, and cut down on the wrist. So show the wrist, take the wrist away, cut. Show the wrist, take the wrist away, cut. Okay, so let's do it with your man. I'll show my wrist. Oh. Save, just. My heart. Show the wrist, block, strike. I need to do that a bit more safely. Showing the wrist. Do it slowly. Show the wrist, so the blade's going slightly left. As he goes to cut, I move the left foot over, right foot follows, knock the blade aside, then cut down. Okay. Mushed up while the light fitting is safe. My heart. Okay, great. We haven't done any footwork today, so just to do a little bit of hontai no tsukuri, we're going to do gyakugamate, which is this one. Okay, we're just going to do 10 on the right and 10 on the left. Just steady, not hard work, but all you do is just think about, when you do it, bringing the back foot up nice. And also, when you're doing it on the right leg is what moves first. Don't move your left leg until your right leg has moved. Okay, let's try 10. Itch. Knee. Actually, I'm going to bring you man. Take part in this, because it's a good target. Sun. Sheep. Yo. Roku. Chichi. Hachi. Q. G. Okay, now left side. So just go, imagine he's slightly to your right. So you come across this way. So left foot moves first, left hand comes to the big arm. Yeah. Okay, let's try 10 of those. Itch. Just steady practice. Knee. Sun. Chi, nice upright posture. Go. Roku. Chichi. Nice soft arms. Hachi. Until the moment of contact. Q. And the last one. Ju. Good. I got through so much start. Okay, let's get down on our backs. Try a few little crunches. Are you ready? Itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rock, shit, up, Q, Q, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rock, shit, up, Q, Q, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rock, shit, up, Q, Q, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rock, shit, up, Q, Q, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, up, shit, up, Q, Q, last 10, itch, knee, sun, chi, go, rock, teach, arch, Q, Q. Okay, on your fronts. Lying flat. Now you're going to be raising your feet and your chest and your hands off the ground. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, teach, arch, Q, Q, ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, teach, arch, Q, Q, ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, teach, arch, Q, Q, ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, teach, arch, Q, Q, ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, arch, Q, Q, last 10. Ich, ni, san, chi, go, rock, arch, Q, Q. Good. Knees forward. Then stretch back. Good. I'll just unmute you. Do a little warm down. Bear with me 2 secs, folks. Unmute all. Great. Okay. So jumping. And loosing. Arms back and forward. Nice and loose. Then spinning sideways. Let the back foot spin up. Nice and loose. So the arms are like rope. Leaning over. Let the arm be really heavy over the top of your head. That stretches your side. Just the weight of your body. Legs a bit wider, just forward and back a couple of times. Hips forward. Okay, now hands off your head, arch your back. And circles. And the other way. And leg stretch, left leg. Hold it. And right leg. And left leg goes up. Yeah, just to say, yeah, I think I've said it already, but this afternoon is our 200th session. It'd be great if you can make it. If you know anyone else who might want to just come along for the ride, let them know. You can give them the password and everything. It'd be great if they came on Zoom, because it's much more, you know, familiar, more friendly, and more of a community. And that's what I really love about this, by the way, as much as the Aikido is this community. You know, it's what the world's all about, isn't it? Could be. Shoulder, shoulder, left, right, back shape, shoulders forward, shoulders back. Any questions from anyone? Okay. Good. Okay. Right. Do a bit of mokso. So just palm, standing or kneeling or sitting, however you like to do it. Mokso. Breathe. That's sword work we're doing, by the way. I was going to say the bits between the cutting are as important as the cutting in the end. I.e. the understanding of the formality and the mindset and the positioning and the control and the distance and the eye contact and the centering in your body and the way you move your feet. Everything about it has got meaning. There's nothing extraneous, basically. And so it starts broad, it tightens right up, then it's really sort of just moves in that space. So it isn't tight, it doesn't look tight, it's very controlled. And it's so much going on in it, but you're doing really great to do it. I hope you don't mind me doing that kind of stuff.
Love it.
5 o'clock this afternoon, hopefully. Otherwise, tomorrow morning is Saturday, so it's an 8 o'clock start tomorrow. You get a lie in. But I hope to see you. See you, everyone.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you, everyone.